Logan XD. Googly woogly woo. Feeding the kitty. Eat.
Welcome back to another Dave video where I talk about this game that I'm trying to make, and it's been a busy weekend. It was Canada Day on Monday, so that's why we're starting on Tuesday. Over the weekend I moved my little office setup, so I've got a little bit better of a setup now, and hopefully it'll help me be a bit more productive. But yeah, so it's been pretty busy and I wanted to do something for today, so I pretty much was working on making a different version of the rock material. I was kind of color shifting it to a blue to make it look like an ice material, and I kind of made this little scene setup of what a icy iceberg level would look like. So let's hop on in to the game and check it out from our character's third person perspective. So it's pretty much, yeah, it's all the same assets, of course, just I just color shifted the textures and it looks pretty decent. For some reason everything, well, not everything, a bunch of stuff has been breaking ever since I updated to the latest version of Unity, especially with like post-processing and shaders. So my cool water shader from, you might have seen it in a previous video with the bike levels, it's completely broken, so I just have this default transparent material in here for now. But I would like to start messing around with more shader stuff, and I especially want to have something cool for the ice. So right now it's basically just the plain old shader material with I ramped up the metallicness a bit, so it gives it a bit of a shine. But even with the texture and that, it's still a bit bland. So what I'm looking to have for the ice is kind of like a sparkle. So like as you move past it, it'll sparkle a bit. I might be able to show you some examples on screen from different games. But yeah, it's like something that I should probably start out with, since it doesn't seem too hard to pull off, but would have a real nice effect on the look of the game. And of course I want to redo the water texture. I don't know why it's not working, but hopefully I can figure out what's going on and make it look good again. But yeah. Another thing is I ordered a pop filter and a mic stand, so I don't have it right now, but hopefully by tomorrow's recording my voice or the recording will sound a little bit better. Yeah, hopefully there's less popping on my S sounds, but yeah, we'll see how things go.
This Wednesday I decided to make something that I needed for the clothing system, which is object pickups. So this is one of two ways that you can get new clothing items. So the other way is would be buying items from NPCs with your currency, and I'll have to add that later. But yeah, this object is pretty simple. So basically it just has a mesh filter and a mesh renderer, and this script I just put in the clothing object I want, and it'll automatically put the mesh and materials on, and then when I collect it, it'll put it in my inventory. So if I go into the game and I go on the game master, you can see my current inventory right here. It just has all empty objects, and you can see I have the different items on here and they're spinning around. I need to do some work to make the items closer to their origin points, and also maybe a better animation for when you collect them. You can see this face item is on a weird axis, so some work to do in that area. But yeah, at least it works. Unfortunately, I still can't see my equipment panel because it's like tied to the post-processing stack, and for some reason when I updated Unity it stopped working. So I still need to figure out how to get that working, but I mean it still all works. It's just you can't see the menu. But anyways, I think tomorrow I'm going to work on a new water shader, because I was searching around the internet and I found some helpful tutorials, so maybe I can make a brand new water shader that looks even better than the last one I had. Look at this beauty. This Thursday I downloaded a shader because, as you might know, I am bad at shaders. But the shader is called Simple Water Shader by Alexander Mbiye. I hope I'm saying that right. It's a really nice shader, and it's free. You can donate to him if you want, but yeah, check it out if you ever need a water shader and you don't like making shaders. But here we are. When I downloaded it, I actually figured out why my post-processing wasn't working. So the reason being is when I updated Unity, for some reason this right here was set to integrated, which for some reason doesn't work with the current post-processing volume that I had. So I switched it to that. Things are working. The look is almost there, I think, but I kind of want to have it a bit of a softer look. There's something about the colors and the lighting that's a little harsh, but it is what it is for now. And yeah, since I got the post-processing working again, that means clothing inventory also works. Oh, I forgot to enable the canvas. There we go. I really love the shader though. It's got a bunch of different elements that make it look really cool. For one, there's like a cool foam effect that goes around the edges of whatever's intersecting with the water. And there's also, you can see a refraction. So if you look at, say, the iceberg in the distance there, you can see the water kind of wiggling the edges around, and I think it looks really cool. And another thing is, the farther down in the water the objects are, the darker they get. So it kind of has like a light blue at the surface right under the foam, and then you can see the farther down it goes, the darker it gets, and it's really cool. So yeah, we can collect these items again, and if we go in our inventory, they're not showing up. What's up with that?